Hello everyone and welcome to what is a very last minute video. I didn't think I was actually going to do anything today, but because I got this world download yesterday, I thought we'll give it a little bit of an explore. This is the Hermitcraft Season 6 world download that we just got yesterday, and I have set this up on the Ravenholm server, so any member of the Ravenholm Discord that's part of the members group will be able to join on and play anytime that they want, because all the Ravenholm members even are all whitelisted on the server. Hi Creeper, that goes for you as well. If you want to hop on the server as well, it's all open to you. I'm fairly confident I spelled your name right when I whitelisted you. But as I was saying, we're going to do a couple of little episodes, I suppose, over the course of the next few weeks, maybe every now and again, just maybe an hour here and there, exploring the world. But today, I'm at the spawn area, and we're just going to have a look around the main island area, probably just for an hour. So we'll probably not get around the entire thing, because of course there's things like the the mini games and the Christmas district. I mean that could probably take about a whole hour just on itself. But you'll see here as well, I have actually because this is running on my server, I have rendered the live map in. So we'll have a quick scan around and we'll have a look at some of the other areas. You'll see down here, miles away, is Iskal's base. If we just fly back out of there, let that redraw in, you can see the little plots that they use for the signs. And over here, yeah, here it is. This is the 114 area. So you've got Area 77, the Speedy Pines race course, and all the other games that have been set up. And there is lots of farms, as you can see, dotted around all over the place. But as I said, today we're going to hop over from the spawn area, which is here. So you can see there's myself, and at the minute Nova's also on the server as well. And we're going to explore the world the way it was meant to be explored. So as soon as I actually hop on, we're going to switch into survival mode. But before we go as well, I'll just show you the other map that I had ready rendered up as well. This one's not a live map, this is just I converted this locally, but just so you can see just actually how close everybody actually was in this season, because it always felt like they were quite far away, but I think that was just due to like the chunk rendering distances. But you can just see here just how close everyone actually is and how like big some of these structures are. So you've got like Sahara is only a stone's throw from green space, which is only across there from Mumbo's. But anyway, let's get onto the actual server. If I can find the right tab, there it is. And we will switch over into survival mode. We may hop into creative mode just to get some, or spectator mode rather, just to get some aerial shots. But let's hop on and we will sail across to the main island. Of course, it might help as well if I turn the desktop audio on. I'm assuming that my microphone was actually saying something for that whole 5 minutes there. So I think you can see here coming into view, I should say as well, this is running, as I said, on the Ravenholm server. And then it's also actually, well, I should say the server is actually running on a Raspberry Pi 4 as well. And surprisingly, it is running incredibly smoothly for being on such a small unit. And also we're running in 1.15.2, and I do have the pre-release 9, I think it is, of Optifine, or OptiFabric rather, even running on here. So coming in here, this is the Corp area. I think he has a big signpost somewhere around here that marks his patch. This is I would say Cub fan. I would say is probably my favourite of all the hermits at the moment. When I first started watching them, it was the first one I saw was Mumbo, but shortly after when he started to interact a little bit with some of the others, let's just hop that there. I really enjoyed Cub fan's work. So let's hop up here. I have, just in case of emergencies, I have brought the Ravenholm Special Edition sword with me, which is programmed with the capabilities of server lag saving by one hitting everything that we come across. Right, let's fly down here. See a bit of the Vex magic there. Of course I've got rockets, haven't I? Why did I use a boat? Let's zoom up here. So there's a satellite from the Civil War. And here it is, Corp. So I've been looking forward to having a good rummage around this area. Let's zoom down here. No, just having a quick scan at the chat there. Didn't see it come through there. There hasn't been any steak drops as such, but there is plenty of steak in my inventory for as we're walking around. Is it echoey at all as well there when you're tabbed into both screens? I'm assuming as well this is also going out on Mixer. I could be wrong because I only got the key for that this morning. Anyway, let's have a little scan down here. This is like the seed vault place. Now, I can't remember what you said the combination was. Oh, we need cake to enter here, don't we? We'll come back later on once we have some cake, but let's have a little wander around the rest of Corp first of all. So here's where he kept all the villagers. And I imagine at this time of night they're all queuing up probably to go to bed by now. So you got all the libraries and what have you. Oh, there's is it Woolalula or something that we have here? If we could dye that. Oh no, he's unleashed them. Oh, I forgot they could do that. Hang on. There we go. The lag removal stick solved that issue. Let's have a little bit more hop around here then, and we'll explore some of the other areas from Corp. So we'll head back up to the fountain because you can get down to that secret boardroom chamber downstairs, can't you? Let's see. Up the other one. And yep, into the board meeting. I wasn't sure if the entities for the parrots would have actually survived it. Right, let's just fly down. Yep, so yeah, all the names have all been preserved as well. So you can see all them there. Of course, the drink started. Where's the cake dispenser? Has it been fully charged, or did he not charge it before he left? Oh, he did. That's all right. The emergency cake machine's working, but I think we'll need more than one if we're going to try and get into the vault later. There we go. Don't suppose either of you can remember all the bits where we put the cakes to get through the vault. Let's close that one there. Close that one. So I cannot remember whereabouts outside did we have to put the cake. Or is it? It was a bit inside. Something sounds like it's squawking. Okay, we'll come back to that there if we can try and remember how to access that one. And we'll keep having a little bit more rummage around some of his farming areas here before we head towards the shopping area. We'll have a close look at everybody's shops. If any of you as well spot anything that you want to take a closer look at, just give us a shout in the chat, and we'll have a wander up and have a little bit of explore and see what else we can find. So here, of course, we've got the cake factory. Looks like someone's been munching stuff on the production line. And better have something to eat. Ah, is this rotating sorter? Just seeing that there at the bottom there, Nova. Thanks for that. I've put the I have actually programmed that Me 6 as well to announce yours, but I think something's gone wrong with its YouTube link. But I'll investigate that later on. Yeah, let's have a little more zoom around up here. And yep, it's one of the watchtowers. There's one thing about having the Optifine, even though it is just the trial version, the pre-release version even, we can see a hell of a lot more, and all the rest of the chunks all stayed loaded in. Let's have a little zoom across here. And this one, of course, here is the super smelter. I'm actually working on a slightly different design of this in one of my testing worlds. It's similar in function for the volume, but it has different types of fuel loading. And also as well, it's always a bit of a pain to get the ice in survival, I find, especially if you want the blue ice, because just how expensive it is. But I will actually take a little bit of a closer look at this one, just to see about his fuel loading system, is what methods he used for it. Because I can't remember who was the original person who came up with this design. But yeah, I will have to take a look, because I can't quite remember off the top of my head who it was originally made this design. There's the entrance. So anyway, so we had a little quick look around Corp. As I said, this is going to be about an hour, quick run around, just to have a quick little look and see what we can see. But we'll head, I think, out now, and we'll go towards what I'm hoping is towards the shopping area. One thing we can do though is, if we tab out, we can see here on the live map, so I can see where I am. So if we come out these gates here, and then we can head south and around the other parts of the island. So from there, we'll head across to see what's in this area, and then we'll have a little look around the this sort of big industrial area here. I can't remember off the top of my head who built this section. I do remember watching multiple episodes of different hermits building here, but I just cannot remember who did it. And it doesn't help as well that I'm always getting Impulse and Tango mixed up. For some reason in my head, I'm always getting the two of them mixed up. But let's get sleep before we go anywhere. Let's grab that. And head out the gates, and hopefully this guy here is turned off now. So, fireworks getting set off. So here we're coming up to the HRN terminal. We're just going to walk it though. I don't think they ever really finished the HRN. It seemed to they seemed to do it a lot, and then they just seemed to come to a complete halt with the project. I had hoped they were going to do something which is similar design to we actually updated it in a live stream the other day. My player minecart system. Because with that, you just put your ticket in and you can go anywhere on the network. Whereas this one here, you have to choose your line whenever you get to an interchange. Let's hop through this little village here. The amount of detail that they put into these builds is phenomenal. But I don't actually know who built this or who it belongs to. It's what they all should have done. They should have put some more signs on things when they like we're getting the world ready to upload. Let's hop through here. And of course, as usual, Discord is not suppressing my notifications. I don't even know why it has that feature. Anyway, let's head up to this industrial area. I cannot remember whose primary base this was. Anyone in chat can remember who it was, because I've seen so many different hermits building different odds and ends here that I can't remember whose base it was to start with. I think was these a big ice machine or something like that? So that was I vaguely remember something like that around here. How do we get in? Must be a door somewhere around here. Ah, there we go. Get the feeling this is an ice place. Or maybe it's a log place then. That's an idea. We'll have to have a look in the Nether as well, because there was all sorts of tree farms like dotted around near the Nether roof, wasn't there? Even just a little space like this as well. Just looking at the attention to detail around here, because it does feel like a real warehouse, like a big industrial sort of plant, doesn't it? Oh dear. Ooh, there's a lot of creepers just dropped down. And spiders. I'll have to use the server lag removal stick. There we go. Problem solved. Wow, he has a serious issue in this place, right? Let's get out of here before something goes drastically wrong. Here we go. This might just tell us who it belongs to. Information desk. Oh, could it be Cup Fans area then? Doesn't know that there's any more information. Right, let's zoom up a little bit higher and see what we can see. So we've come from there, from Corp. Let's fly down here to big church down here. I can't remember, was this like a false build or somebody else? I can't quite think as well. It's been that long since they did like much stuff at the main island, because it's all been the 114 area really. Ooh, it's parrot down here as well. Right, we're not going to the Nether today. As I said, we're just going to have a little rummage around the main island and have a look at the builds around here today. Enter at your own risk. Right, let's get the sword out. They must have trapped zombies underneath the ground here. Seems to some of these, like this one here, I'm not entirely confident who built this one as well. And let's hop down here, because now we're at the sort of area towards the side of the shopping district now, and this is the I remember I can't remember if it was Tango or Impulse that used to call this. Was it the butt barge? Actually, it might have been Red Dog when I think about it, because he bought them out every single day, didn't he? That they restocked it just to stock his own shop. A little rummage around the docks here. Right, so which just like coming around that corner. So we went from Corp. A little look up there. Is there anything in this building up here? I think there was a boat as well. Another boat that I wanted to take a closer look at. Let's have a look. Staff only. Well, all the staff have ran out. They've left it for season 7. Oh, this is just a terminal for the rail network. So it's just a terminator, and then to move on to the next line. Let's zoom back over here. We'll maybe try the Elytra course, or if we get some of the other guys on as well, maybe we could all try like a little competition or something. That could be fun. We could go around the minigames, a few of us, and see what sort of scores we get. Here's the Hermit all unloading cargo from the little ship. Is this like them, or maybe he's arriving on the server? Have a little look inside of here. I think there's is there not a base behind the waterfall? Or did he move the entrance? I don't know if there is a base behind the waterfall. down. Ah, yeah. Now, which ways? I'm sure there was a... Did he not have... Oh, hang on, yeah. Other side of the portal, because I'm sure there was a whole load of farms around here. This is his automatic brewing stations. Check out some of the other videos on my channel, because I did a version of this, because these only work on Java Edition, these particular ones, but I made a Java / Bedrock compatible version that you can use as well. Plus, it doesn't require you to have the slime blocks, which is always a pain if you haven't got a slime farm but you want potions. How do we get out of here? Yep, here we go. There's a slime farm just beneath here. Oh, is this his kelp farm up against the walls? Right, let's hop back through here and see if we can find out which way was the way back up. Oh, it must be here. Back on top of the hill. Oh, I just noticed he's got chickens are all being held captive in here, and the sheep. I quite like that as a cargo container. Just have to let us know in chat there as well if there's anything that you sort of spot that you want us to have a closer examination of. Just give us a shout and we'll have a closer spy. So let's zoom over here now. Now, which way were we going before? Well, we haven't gone over here because I think this is the Civil War area. So if we fly up here next to the Corp drone, you can see the giant turtle. Look, it looks like a turtle that's been ran over. Wasn't it here the way in? Yeah, this is it. Yeah. I wish I can remember what was the name of that painting that looks sort of like this. Or was it like the bit out of the Labyrinth movie? There's supposed to be some traps around here as well that were never set off during the Civil War, because Doc mentioned that in one of his videos that it would be fun to see who can find like the traps that never got set off, that are never discussed in their episodes. And here we go. The very first time I actually saw False Symmetry run across this floor, I thought she was cheating, because in the darkness down here, I didn't see that this was actually full of glass. Let's just use the lag removal stick there, and see if we can figure out a way back to the entrance. There we go. Let's fly across the rest of the Civil War area and see what we can spot. But before we do go across, actually, let's head across to the tower. So I wonder if the two ghasts are still in here, or if they purged them after the war. Right, how do we get down? Aha. Oh no, it looks like the ghasts are still in the chamber. How did this work again? Stand here, didn't they? Did they have to... Yeah, that was it, wasn't it? Let's turn that one off before we do any damage to the world, and I've got to restore the server from the zip file again. Right, let's hop down here and then we will float down. Was it this side or was it the other side that has the llama cannon? Or was this the llama cannon? I'm think it was on the other side. Oh no. Right, I have no idea where we're going to get out of here now. Nope. Right. Fly back out here. Back into survival. Yep. So we don't have to damage anything coming out of there. Right now, let's take a fly up here. So this, of course, is where Corp sat whilst they were encouraging the war for business. Let's zoom down here. Yep, so they had the maps of all the you know, the drone footage, and seats with the cameras so that they could report on the state of the war. We're stuck on the ground. Oh, that was the shop down there as well. I think Cubfan mentioned in one of his episodes that the mob that was in the back here to attack everybody, something went wrong and they lost it. And I think given that musical beat, I'm assuming that means I wouldn't have made it out of here. See how close all these buildings are as well. When you think about it, it felt like it was a much huger plane when they were actually doing this battle, but I mean, you can see here just how close it is to the G team base over here. So let's hop in here and see what we can have a look inside there. Yep, this was the meeting room for the G team. Anything left over? Just a few little odds and ends. Let's fly down, see if we can find, because if I remember right, there was like this was another one that had like a large underground space. Because was this where they disguised themselves as statues and jumped out? I think there was an entrance somewhere. I think they came through one of these walls, I think, didn't they, when they tried to infiltrate the base? Let's see. Oh, this could be the ways down, is it? Yeah. This is where we need to go. I'm not quite sure what was going on in here, unless that was an armor loader. Down. Aye, this is the area I was trying to think of, because there's this whole load of separate little vaults, isn't there, that I had to get keys to in order to unlock the full thing. So I think there was a chicken or something they had to lead across here. I think there's something similar to this in Stress Monster's base to get into her secret lab, but we'll as much as that's like at the far end of this island, I don't think we'll actually walk over there today. I don't think we'll get that far. I think there was supposed to be 2 blocks there. I'm just trying to click there. I'm not in creative mode, am I? Just replace the blocks. Looks like most of the potions must all be used up from the war. And here's a trap that wasn't set off. So there's one trap that never got used. There we go. Back into survival. Let's see if we can just fly up to there, then have a look at the upper level. Yep, straight into the wall. I think which is that the one where was it Stress ran? Yeah, because Stress ran into here and she got I think Doc in there, and unleashed a horde of zombies on them. Were some of these on timers as well? I'll have to recap on some of the episodes to see what were the controls for some of these back then, because well, this was like last January, wasn't it, when they did these? And this must be the way up. Right, we'll start heading back to the surface. And which way up? Same again, as we're travelling around though, if anyone in the chat spots anything that they want to take a closer look at, they want to explore it a little bit more, just give a shout out and I'll have a wander over and, as best I can to find what it is that you all want to take a closer look at. Right, let's have something to read before we continue. Let's take off. And right, so this is what I actually noticed the other day. Can any of the old Cosmic members in chat, do they maybe recognise these buildings at all? A certain person who may have built them in the south side of the shopping area in Cosmic. Any takers at all? Because I'm assuming this is what she was trying to copy. Oh, it's night time, isn't it? Lag removal stick. Ooh. I'll restore these chunks later. There we go. Yep, these are pretty much, I would say, identical to the towers that that Dash made at the bottom of the shopping area. Let's just fly out a little bit and get a better look at them. Right, let's fly on top of here. Is anyone else? I don't know if anyone in the chat has watched Back to the Future. But when I look at that, I see Mr. Fusion from Back to the Future, the little sort of the spare thing where he put the fuel in to the DeLorean. Right, I think we are now on the border of the shopping area because well, that's Corp over there. We've had a little bit of look around that patch. We've come through the Civil War area. Ooh. Let's just take a quick look at some of these buildings over here though before we double back and get into the like the shopping zone. This, of course, as well. This area will go off to Iskal and Stresser's base, but I don't know if we'll get over that way today. We're getting a little bit of lag there. What's the frames? Right, the frames have dropped down to 14. But the brilliant thing about these Raspberry Pi servers that I built. I go out, in, frame rate should be back up. Yep, it's back up to 80 odd. There was the last flash there. At some stage as well, if anyone's interested, I will be doing, well, once I get a spare 50 quid together, I'm going to be doing a from scratch tutorial build from building a Raspberry Pi Minecraft server. And we technically can only support 6 players, but if just like yourself and a couple of friends, it'll be you know, a great server. And for being such a small computer that wasn't really built to do this sort of thing, this is running the Hermitcraft server, I think, really, really smoothly. Right, which direction were we going? Right, so that's where we came from, the Civil War. I'll tell you what. Let's land. This time we will take a look at this map. So, these are the buildings that we've just been looking at. They've got the Civil War area, so this sort of region across here. So we started off over here. Oh, we went that way, didn't we? We'll see if we can come back to this area as well. Maybe we'll loop around to have a look at False's huge base. But we're approximately here on a hill here. So we'll have a little look around these shops here. Then we'll go through this area, and then we should end up at Sahara, and then we'll go across over to these platforms here. Let's go back to, there we go. Yeah, Creeper, just looking up the chat there. Yeah, it definitely needs a Stargate in here. Have to maybe hide one somewhere randomly in the world. It's like a year on since the war, and the fires are still burning. Right, so let's hop over here now. So this is Scar's landscaping shop. Now I did try this train line earlier on, but it has so many gaps in it that I was unable to get to the actual shop at the top using it. But we can, if we can find the right bit of the track. We should be able to have a run up to the top, but tell you what, we'll start off from down here though, and we'll go through all the different, because it's almost like little mini biomes that he's landscaped here, because the amount of detail that Scar can go to is phenomenal. Hopefully, you never know, he may do a few more tutorial type episodes if he's got time, and if his health permits as well, of course, because he missed out on a few chunks of the Hermitcraft, I remember, due to ill health a couple of times over the past 2 years. But fingers crossed, he might do a few more like maybe longer tutorials of how like his building method and his style for getting these absolutely insane results. I mean, I know years ago I used to do mega builds, but they never used to be anything like the detail of what he's got. Let's zoom down here. So we've got like a little mesa sort of terraformed area. It's almost a miniature, isn't it? So you've got the little valley with the stream coming across. And if I can find a spatch to jump up, no, I'm just gonna have to fly on her. And here we have a snowy area with the bone blocks to give it a nice texture as well. Sort of like a frozen pool of water. I thought there was a hill with a train track going through it, because one of these that I found where all the track's broken, we have to find the entrance to it. In fact, no, this will be the entrance. So this is the reverse of it, because I think this is as far as I got when I tried it. Yeah, the track runs out here. But let's see if we can find where the start of the ride is. It must be down there. So we'll do this in reverse. Because I mean, look at this. This mine shaft. It's just perfect. You do sort of like, as soon as you have a look at this, it does just look like, something out of the old West sort of style movie. And here it is. Here's the start of it. As I give it a go, that this doesn't appear to do anything anymore. Maybe just have a little rummage around some of the redstone and see if anything, what if it needs fixing. Because there's a couple of other things as well. There's a few farms that are broken that I found as well. I fixed one of them, and there's another flying machine in one of Mumbo's industrial areas which is broken. But I'll fix that to demonstrate it at a later date once we get up there. I did try some of them as well, and with this being on a Raspberry Pi machine, I couldn't believe how smoothly the something just blew up. I couldn't believe how smoothly the thing ran. Oh, just speaking of Cub fan, he's just uploading a video, so that's something for everybody to watch after the stream's finished. we've got across here. Oh, this was that dice game, wasn't it? That's one thing we'll have to try when we get to the 114 area. We're gonna have to try all the mini games and try the run game. So what's this? Mushroom Casino. So I just have to put a diamond in there. Right, I'll tell you what, because we don't have any diamonds. Right, let's just drop that out there. Okay, mode. Go back into survival. This time with a stack of diamonds. Or is that where it pays out? Whereabouts do you put it in then to play? It's been so long since, I mean, it must be 18 months or something at least since somebody, oh hang on, is it like that maybe? Ah, there we go. Missed the button. Don't think we won. Let's play again. Nope, I don't think that one. Well, if you are looking, Creeper, to get one of the pies, I can take if you want to use it for something like a Minecraft server, like what I've got running on here. I'll quite happily take you through all the steps. Cause, I've got all the commands. I have them all written in a spreadsheet basically, so I can just copy and paste them all straight down. There is a little bit of extra configuration to be done manually for the Minecraft server itself, because there's certain optimizations which are in here as well. For example, there's no spawn chunks, because having no spawn chunks allows you to get an extra player onto the server because of the memory the memory requirements for it. But if you do want one for that, or for any other purposes as well, I mean, I market them to my customers as file servers and access points, because they can be powered by a battery. In case of a power cut, my clients can just use their laptops and carry on with their day's business. Like in some cases, you can do that as a battery, and then with a laptop as a till if the power's out for the day, for example. But yeah, I can go through how to build one of those with you if you want to build one, especially if it's going to be a Minecraft server, because I think I've got this nailed down pretty well now. you have to hop on the server at some point and have a little look around. Because we've got the live map as well, so we can see where we are. So if I zoom out, you see this tracks us as we go as well. So I've got all that installed on here, and as it runs really smoothly. But next up, as we come out of that casino, we're going to start having a little rummage around the shopping area, and it's getting to be night, so let's just sleep again. There we go. Get the sword back in my hand. So let's have a look and see who shops, if we can remember who shops each of these are. Of course, in the comments, if you guys can remember what whose like shops belong to who, give a shout out in the comments there, because I know I just watched an episode the other day where one of them came into here, but I cannot remember whose episode it was I was watching. No, it has completely gone blank as to who it is. Are there any clues? The book here. Of course, put the book in the actual hand where I can read it. Nope, it's just blank. You hear the pufferfish there. Let's hop out of here. And this, of course, is a Corp business here. Yeah, it's the Raspberry Pi 4 4GB version. The other versions just simply don't have enough memory to get the to run a Minecraft server properly. Right, what was going on in this business? Oh, an action sequence. All right. I was thinking this is part of that demise thing. There's been a murder somewhere around here. Let's have a little look through here. Just have a look at the chat there. Hello there. Welcome from our friends in Brazil there that have come to watch the stream. We're having a little rummage around the Hermitcraft world save. We're just doing the main island today, or at least part of it anyway. We've been going for 50 minutes, so we'll probably have another 20 minutes rummage around. But if you spot anything as we're walking around that you want to have a closer look at, just shout out in the comments, and we'll take a closer look and see what we can see. But anyway, this of course as well is the Dead Coral shop. Which is, I never really thought about using dead coral for anything, but watching Scar's builds with it, just the texture that you can add to it, because I mean, dotted around in these places around here, there's you know, coral blocks and there's dead corals, just gives that amazing texture to the build. And this as well, how do they keep the corals alive? Is there a water block underneath? You can get them off Amazon, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'll send you the link to Pie Maroni, because that's where I get all my pie, like Raspberry Pi equipment from. They're your best bet for getting them from, because some of the sellers on Amazon are a bit dodgy. But at least with Pie Maroni, you're getting it from a proper supplier. But I'll send you the link after the stream. I'll throw you a link to it. A case that you'll need as well, because you'll need a case with active cooling. I'll send you the link to the case that I use for it, because the Raspberry Pi 4 has heat dissipation issues, and if you're going to run a Minecraft server, you're definitely going to need active cooling. The case that I use, it's a bit rare to come across, because they're only manufactured in small quantities, but I think there's still at least a dozen left on Amazon. I think there was like 3 different colours as well, but it's got a big heatsink and a good fan on it. But I'll share the link after we're finished on the stream here. If I don't like do it straight away, just remind us in chat. Right. Anyway, we are at the living coral shop, which she was another part of Corp. I think this was the first shop that was actually built on the server, if I remember rightly. Corp fans, another one of his builds. So moving around here though, have of course here, this is where all the pollution was as well. That had to all be cleared up. We have over here, oh, this was Green's little his sort of lazy sod store, where he had all the grindy blocks, and that was where he offered up his services to be executed over and over again in the name of science. This is the two-dimensional shop. I studied Cub's design here for this, and I got it working in Bedrock as well, except in the latest update of Bedrock they've changed some of the redstone mechanics, and as much as yes it works, the lights on the top don't work in Bedrock. But I am working on a solution, because I still want it to be like a single blade, so it's nice and tileable. But with likes of these, you know, if it's got stock, you can see it there. And you just tap the button, and the shulker box comes down here. You take the stock, and then it gets flushed away, the empty box there. But if I do get it working Bedrock, I will do like a little demonstration, maybe with a brief tutorial on how to build it. Right, let's move around here. Now, I haven't seen this shop in anyone's episodes for a long time, and probably because it's out of stock. I don't know who built it, but I do remember there being a drown. Oh, so there was a drowned on the roof, but someone must have gotten rid of it. Probably because when people were trying to have conversations down here, I remember them all being hit by the tridents down the bottom. Right, what have we got in here? Completely out of stock. Have these still got any names on them? Nope, no name tags on there. They must have just well, those must be new ones. I can't remember who actually bought the other ones there. Let's have a little look on here. of course, he closed down all the shops, didn't he? Because he moved everything to Idea. We won't be going to the 114 area today, but we maybe it's next week. Because I think the next stream, well, actually wasn't going to stream today at all. But just because I got this world download, I thought if I'm going to have a little play on it, I might as well bring everyone else along for the ride. Because I don't know whether or not I may do a Half-Life stream tomorrow. Or I may not, because that was my original plan, was not to do anything today. I do a Half-Life stream tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes, see how much energy I've got by the end of the day, because it's all Nova's fault. Nova keeps on keeping me up till 4 o'clock in the morning, so it depends on how awake I am. Let's hop in here to iTrade. Now, if I remember rightly, there is a patch downstairs, yeah, where they've got some more villagers in. It just seems like none of them want to talk to us. They've all got their backs to us. It doesn't look like he's labelled them up for what they are yet as well. He did, of course, at the beginning of the season, that long ago, you needed a pass to get in here, because there was a spot down here where you had to put it, but when everyone actually eventually bought one, swapped it out for a switch. I'm just thinking, I'm hopping around here, there was a massive trap down here as well, wasn't there? Anyway, moving on. Does anyone recognise this identical structure that used to be in the Cosmic server? Not that I don't think anyone actually shopped at the shop, this particular shop on Cosmic. Probably because the shop was completely miles away, out of the way, on one of the side streets. Wonder if this has got any stock in it. So, of course, well, this is like a lucky box sort of thing. Tell you what, we will jump into creative for a second. Get ourselves a diamond block. Oh, right, hang on. Place that there. And get rid of that. And then get an unnamed diamond block from it. Go back into survival. No, it must be out of stock because he added a feature in where it won't let you put your diamond in if it's out of stock. Oh well, that solves that mystery. This, of course, here, this somewhere down here, there it is, that leads you down is one of the entrances to TFC's base. Now, I've only seen one of his episodes, and the only sort of like look around it I've had of his base was yesterday. Me and Nova went and we had a little rummage around his massive mining network. In fact, you know what? Let's actually go into spectator mode, and I'll show you just the absolute mad lengths that TFC goes to for his mining. So let's go underground here, follow the train line a bit, and yep, there was the corner. Let's zoom forward a little bit. And look at the sheer volume of branch mining that this fella did. It's like, it's no wonder he had so many diamonds, as Nova was telling us. There's absolutely loads. Look at all this branch mining here. Just goes on. And I can't remember if Nova, if you're still in the chat, did you say that these were supposed to go off 400 or more blocks in either direction as well from this main bit? Because I know now we're actually out in the ocean. We see we're underground, so the frames are starting to drop as well. Let's head back to the main island and we will re-log in just to get our frames back. See, that's part of the Dolphin Highway there. Actually, if that's the Dolphin Highway, before we which one of these buildings must it be? Unless it's on the other side of... Oh, hang on, no, this is where Cupfan started off in his original base, wasn't it? Right, so let's get roughly on the ground. We will re-log in so we get our frames back. Actually, I don't actually know, this might not be a server issue. This could be an issue with Optifine, the pre-release version that I'm using, so it might not actually even be a server issue. But logging in and out seems to flush the memory out. Yeah, this is the huge map room. Let's just get rid of that from there. So yeah, this is the, I think you just updated this like last week as well, just to get everyone else's fresh builds in there as well, so you can see the map there. The colours look a lot better represented, I think, than if I hop onto the map that I rendered for us. Now, whereabouts are we? There we are. Yeah, so you can see us in this building there. But we'll head back over here towards Concord, but I do actually want to have a little scout around this build because I only ever saw them like come into here, maybe it's just once or twice. Let's have a look as well, see if we can spot it from the side. Yep, so we're in here, so we'll hop over there, into there. Select the right window. There we go. This of course was the escape route for the Dolphin Highway. I think this build here will be a good one to go to because we'll slowly walk around and we'll be able to see and you'll be able to see the links to everyone's channels who played on the Hermitcraft server. So here we have Stress Monster. I don't think I've actually seen this one before. But there you go, they must go on Mixer. This actually is going out on Mixer as well, I assume anyway. I'll have to check later on if this actual stream is working over there. So we've got Python there, Red Dog with his rail track that unfortunately never really finished it. That's supposed to be Doc's head. Who we got here? I keep wanting to say tinfoil hat, but it's a tinfoil chef. We have Iskal. How are you pronouncing that? Ledaf. I think I've only seen one of his episodes. I think it's where he was asking everybody to kill themselves really quickly, and Mumbo just without hesitation just fell off the roof. Got Scar here. Who else we got? Impulse. Who's this little fella? Little cub fan. Tango. Oh, some in the middle here as well. Biffa, I've never seen them, so I'm not quite sure. I assume I don't think I've seen them. Exuma, yep, seen him. Who have we got here? Joe Hills, I think I've only seen one or two of his episodes. Jevon, I haven't seen any of his episodes for quite a long time. Jumbo Mumbo. False. Wells Knight, I'm not sure if I've seen any of his. Not 100% sure. And I think the Duke the Dog, I think was this the one that was Mumbo's friend from the Make-A-Wish campaign. Actually would probably be because they built a statue somewhere in the town, didn't they? Tell you what, as we're going around, we'll see if we can spot it, because I'm sure there's like a dog that they built with some little mini statues. Yeah, we'll have a little rummage around and see if we can find that. And I've just realised as well I should have really slept. Let's deploy the lag removal stick. And deal with these hordes of zombies. Yep. Right, let's sleep in that. Take care of those guys again. Right, I've sort of lost my orientation now. Let's fly up in the sky and clear those notifications that Discord is not clearing. Right, so we have the glass shop here. This was the where Exuma made the I think it was Exuma that made the wool, where he was just giving it away. I suppose back on Cosmic I was virtually giving it away as well, because the sheer volume that my wool farm produces. If you check out my channel as well, there is a sort of like a disastrous tutorial of building a high yield server friendly wool farm. I suggest that you go and check that out. It was, well, one, I was really ill at the time, and two, everything that could go wrong did go wrong during that recording. I should have really just scrapped the entire thing and started from scratch, but never mind. We'll maybe just do a more comprehensive video on it at some stage down the line. Right, I'm not entirely certain who built this build. Or what it is. Is a game? Is there any destructions anywhere? Anyone in the chat can remember what or who built this one? I can't remember off the top of my head. Nope, not sure at all. I'll have to go back and review some of the episodes. Oh, there's of course a Storage Wars as well, based on one of those really cringy TV shows. Now, was it this one? There's one of them that had like a secret door or something, didn't it? Or has he just reset them all? Right, let's hop up here. So I remember when he built this, there was hardly anything around here when he built it. Same again, it was just, it was so long ago. And then of course we've got here, this was, I believe this was Scar's glass shop. If we can see our way to navigate round. I think I'm going to fall down a hole there with the connected textures. It's like you're levitating. I think maybe it's underneath here rather than the dirt. Maybe it should have had maybe some concrete or terracotta or something beneath it, or one of those infinite glass floors going down where it fades away to nothing. But that probably would have taken ages to carve out the landscape. Anyway, let's head over here. Whilst we're walking around here as well, if anyone in the chat spots anything they want to take a closer look at, just let me know and we'll have a little walk over there and we'll see what, have a closer look at all the different builds as we go around the main island here. But I think, is this back to the main shopping area? Because we got turned around when we went through TFC's mining area. Yeah, look, I can see Green's thing over there. So what are these shops here? Deadly Delights. Now I remember seeing this in an episode, but the same again, I cannot remember who it was that made it. No idea. Let's see, is this a concrete shop? If it was, it's completely out of stock. I can't see any signs that suggest where whose it was. What we've got here, payment chest. Oh, so this must be for a set of armor. Same again, I don't know who built that. I think this one here did False. Was she doing the ink? I think you need an ender pearl to get up there, don't you? But yeah, I'm sure that was False's one there. Alright, let's move on down from the bottom. Got the Redstone shop. What was it he called it? Cherry Computers, that was it, wasn't it? It's supposed to be like a knockoff Apple sort of store design. Of course, part of Corp, you know, the future of everything. So let's have a little walk around here. Of course, we have the bird on top, which made all this mess down here. Was there anything in here, or did? Yeah, I think he bought all of the diorite just so that he could. I think he came up here, didn't he? And he just set it on fire. Well, I see a name tag. Prismarine block. Oh, that's right. There's a shop underneath, isn't there? But we'll have to see if we can find that when we get around to it. Let's say it's the Elytra shop. Any more stock below? Nope. Just a little bit of stock left in there in the rockets. The beacon shop. Isn't this where Cup Farm bought like 800 beacons or something like that from Iskal, wasn't it? Yeah, Iskal, because he has that. Oh, that's an idea. He's got that massive farm in the Nether. We'll have to go and check that out. Right, I think this is Is this? Oh no, this is the block area, isn't it? Where it has all the big block types in all these sorts of dock areas. And then if we go, just fly back up. So it must be somewhere. Ah, here it is. Was this the Black Pearl shop for Iskall? But I tell you what, I'm sure underneath, somewhere around here, there was a secret door somewhere, wasn't there, where you go to the hitman sort of. Oh, here it is. Oh, because this is where Iskall was demised, wasn't it? Where's the entrance? Tell you what, let's hop into Spectator and see if we can find the start of it. Right, there's the bit we went there. There's the arrows. Alright, so here it is. It must be this black chamber here. Yep, so this is where we started. Right, we will need... Oh, right, of course, hang on. Tell you what, we'll walk through this first bit and then we will get a... Because it was quite long, wasn't it? So we'll just... yeah, let's have a look. Ah, no. There we go. So yes, this is the bit where he was demised. It goes through the story. That's how I walk around here. So rather than having to spend ages in the minecart, we'll just walk through it quickly. So it's like the kitchen scene as it goes through. All right. So I'm gonna have to go into Spectator just to get around here because we're not following the tracks. And then of course that was the final bit there. So this is the bit that we actually want to have a look at. We'll put our minecart there. And if we can stop it and roll it back. And we'll hit F1 so that we get the full screen. Obviously all the diorite's been launched now. There goes all the arrows. And down we go. We get bounced around. And slowly down this next chamber. TNT, and then hear the explosion, and then just when you think you're about to die at the bottom, you wind up here. Back into survival. So yeah, that was really good. That episode, of course, just went up a couple of days ago, didn't it? From all three of their various perspectives as they were playing. All right, now whereabouts are we now? Right, let's see if we can head up towards Sahara. We'll take a little look in there, and maybe see if we can buy something. And we'll do like so these parts of the island, I think, another day, because well, it's been over an hour that we've been at it right now. We can explore a little bit more of this. Maybe it's an hour next Wednesday. Maybe we'll do another little bit of it. But here, of course, is the Sahara build. No, who put that up there? So let's see if we can buy something from here. Let's see, well, we've got plenty of rockets. Shall we get some bone blocks and see if it works? Oh, we got a token. So the order's received. Now we're just waiting for the order to arrive at the warehouse. Let's have a look there. This was the token thing, wasn't it? Is it? Do we win anything? Oh, it looks like we didn't win. Oh no. We got 1 emerald. And the order has just arrived at the warehouse. Now we're just waiting for the order to be sent over. Hopefully it works. It's no wonder that the Hermits took the mick out of the length of time that this thing takes to process. Was it Scar that did a sketch in one of his episodes about a year ago, where he was getting slowly older and older whilst he was waiting for his order to come in from Sahara? Any day now. I get this funny feeling that Sahara might be broken. Let's fly up the top. So it would have come along that line there if it was coming. I have to investigate it and see if I can fix it. Because it seems as though the order, unless it's maybe out of minecart. Yep, someone will have to call Sahara up and the helpline and find out what's gone wrong with her orders. Ah, here it is. Why did that take so long? We have 10 chunk render distance, like for the server's processing, but that was definitely within 10 chunks. Maybe it's what I chose was maybe it's just a long way down the sorters. Maybe if it was anything like the sorters on my Bedrock system, I suppose they can take like 5 minutes to actually get through. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, the next light is on, and now we just have to wait for everything to arrive. Here we go. There we go, and of course, let's see, where's the receipt? I can hear something clicking. No, but we don't actually have the. Let's pop those in there. We don't need a diamond block. And of course, it's night time again. That was Sahara anyway. That took like maybe about a whole chunk of the screen, the stream, just waiting for that thing to process. Right, let's gather up that again. Let's have a little bit more rummage around here. But I think what we'll do is we'll probably call it a day for the stream for now, because we've been at it for what, an hour and 20 minutes. Having a little rummage around here, so I think we'll come back on the next one. We'll finish off the main island. We'll have a look around the stock exchange here, and there should be a shop in the sky as well, isn't it? Yeah, I remember that, because you go in that tower and you get launched up. But we'll have a little look around the stock exchange, and I think Doc's got a mini game up here if I remember rightly. We'll maybe I'll play that next time. But don't forget as well, the server as well. If you're a Ravenholm member, you are whitelisted on the server, so you can always come play anytime that you want to have a mess around. So that's for Nova, Creeper, even, and Chrissy. You're all whitelisted on here if you want to come and have a little rummage around and what have you. We'll maybe try and get a time when, if we're all on, we can maybe play all the mini games together and something like that, and see who gets the best scores on them and what have you. Can of course as well, if you want to find myself or any of the other members, the links are in the description on all the various platforms on Twitch, Twitter, what's it called, Mixer, and YouTube. You can of course as well also join the Ravenholm Discord, which is the link on the bottom of the screen there. We're using you see there, rather than having the black lines, because I'm playing on an ultra wide screen. Let's have a little fly above here as we just have a little look as well as we're going. So don't forget to rate, comment, favourite and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.